Hey, it's Joe. This is the third part of my series on what's happening in COVID in COVID world to real estate investors. This one is titled "Useful Strategies to Adapt to COVID for Real Estate Investing." The first couple of videos I talked about what the impact is having, the impact is on the market. The second one was how to protect yourself in this environment, how to protect your business. And this one is actually how to take advantage of that situation of COVID, of the pandemic, because there's so many opportunities that are arising. One of the most interesting things about this is that people are discovering that they can do all this stuff from home. It's something I've been teaching forever, work from home. I don't ever want to leave my house. Whenever I leave my house, I lose 3 hours. So I try to do everything remotely. The most that I have to do is go out and look at a property before we close it to make sure that it's what I want. But a lot of times I'll buy properties for my portfolio that are outside my own state. So I'll have people that I trust to help me with that process. You can do all this stuff remotely. You can put deals together, you can close them, you can sell them, you can buy them, all remotely, all over the phone, all over the internet, using text, email, voice blasts. It's really not that difficult to put a deal together if you can get good at talking on the phone and understand how these deal structures work. So look at the other videos that I teach how to do that type of thing. The other thing that you can do is get other people to work for you. I don't like working in the same room with other people. I like to work by myself in my home office, so I can sit down there in my short pants and t-shirts and relax and not really worry about having to be interrupted by anyone. If I don't want to, I can turn off the phone, I can do the work, I can focus on what's necessary, and then when I need to, I can get on the phone and do those things. But everything can be done remotely through fax, email, text, online, through the database system that we've got set up. So you don't have to ever leave your home to make that work. And that's perfect for a pandemic world. If you're living in a pandemic and you can't go out anywhere, you're locked at home, there's no reason you can't continue to have a really vibrant business, which is what I've been able to accomplish through this. Honestly, my business hasn't changed very much, despite the lockdowns, despite the social distancing, despite all the other issues that we've had. There have been a few things that have popped up, but there have also been opportunities that have happened because of this. The other thing that this COVID sort of teaches us to do is we can scale our business, because since we can work at home, there's no reason that we can't work in a different state or even a different country if we wanted to. If I was living in Canada, if I was living in the UK, if I was living in Europe, I could still work in the United States remotely. I could go sit on a beach in Bali and relax. As long as I have an internet connection, I'd be able to put deals together because I could have access to a phone that hooks me up through the internet through a VoIP connection. And that's one of the things that we can do through Push Button Auto Marketer, which is a software that we use to generate leads and to be able to communicate with our team and to be able to communicate with our buyers and our sellers, and to be able to do sequential marketing campaigns with email and text and voice blasts. It does so many of those things for you so that you can sit at home and have all that stuff done for you remotely. I think one of the things that a lot of companies are discovering through this pandemic is that they don't really need their employees to be sitting next to them in their office. That in fact, employees can be even more productive working from home than they can be working with you. It's not that hard to monitor somebody and make sure that they're doing their work if you know what their work is and how much time it's going to take to do that work. So once you understand how much work that takes to get something accomplished, then you can hire somebody to do that work and know how much time it's going to take them approximately to do that work. And always remember, it's going to take them longer to do it than you think it should, or you think you could do it in, because it's probably taking you longer than you think it's taking you to do as well. So And then the other thing that's happening because of COVID and the opportunities that are arising because of COVID are the fact that so many people are not making their mortgage payments right now. So many people are not able to rent right now, not able to make their payments right now. And we're going to see a lot of properties go into foreclosure. We're going to see a lot of investors have a lot of stress, and they're going to lose their properties because they're not going to be able to make the payments. They didn't keep a reserve. And so now, as their payments are coming due, they're not able to make those payments. And they're going to lose their properties. And when they lose those properties, they're going to go back to the bank, or they're going to go back to the sellers, or they're just going to be motivated enough so that they're going to want to sell them before they trash their credit, maybe through subject to or through a land contract. So there's going to be an awful lot of opportunities buying properties with zero down structures the way that I teach, whether it's subject to, multi-mortgage, land contract, contract for deed, assignable cash deals, or lease option. All these different ways you can buy and sell property if you understand those zero down structure hierarchy techniques. So learn those. I've got a lot of videos that teach that stuff, and it'll help you take advantage of the opportunities that are arising now and over the next year to 18 months that are coming up here. The market is going to be taking a big hit from all this unemployment, from all these people, the 7% right now of people that can't make their mortgages. We're going to see a lot of people that are going to go through this, and over this next couple of years, we're going to see a lot of properties that come on the market. You want to be in a position to be able to buy those properties, and all it takes is a little bit of knowledge to do that. If you've got resources, if you've got assets, if you've got money to spend, it'll be even easier and you'll make even more money. And if you don't, you'll be able to find investors, because there's going to be people that have money that are going to be able to spend it and want to invest it, especially because they're having problems with the stock market right now. So they're going to be pulling money out of the stock market, and they'll be willing to invest in properties that you've got. If you've got a good deal, it's not that hard to find somebody who will invest in that deal. So find good deals, learn what a good deal is and what people are looking for. And don't go after just one investor, go after many investors and build an investor list that'll buy these properties from you when the time comes. Or better yet, keep the properties for yourself and build your own portfolio, because that's what's going to make you wealthy. Anyway, that's what we're going through right now. That's COVID. That's the pandemic. There's lots of opportunity when you have a crisis. So take advantage of the opportunities that arise. Get educated, understand how this stuff works, and I wish you the best. Take care of yourself, be healthy, and stick with it, because it'll change your life if you do this work. All right, thanks.